Michael Kinney, 18th hole, Don Valley. If he can birdie this hole, he'll win the tournament. Looks like he's going with a 6-iron. That's a surprising choice. He'll have to give the ball a terrific wallop with that club.
Trying to tell me I got the wrong club?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, we'll see about that.
Okay.
Oh. You ever wonder why a golf ball is covered with all these dimples? They must do something, but what exactly is it they do, and how do they do it?
Well, it turns out golf balls haven't always had dimples. In fact, they used to be smooth leather sacks stuffed full of goose feathers. Then in the mid-1800s, the first one-piece solid golf ball was introduced. Now, golfers using this new ball noticed something peculiar. Each time they hit the ball, they'd put a scratch on its surface. But what surprised them was the more scratches they put on the ball, and the more they roughed up its surface, the farther it would travel. And it was this discovery that led to the first dimpled golf ball.
But why would a rough ball travel further than a smooth one?
It doesn't seem to make sense. If you want something to go fast, you make it smooth and streamlined. A sleek design allows an object to slip through the air with as little resistance as possible. But a golf ball also has to travel through air, so why give it a rough surface?
The answer has to do with its shape. You see, we can make bike helmets, car bodies, and airplane wings any shape we want to reduce their drag. But with golf balls, there's one big restriction.
They have to roll, and that means they have to be round.
The problem with round objects is they're not very aerodynamic. They don't slice through the air very well. Whoa! Because of its shape, a round object has to push a lot of air out of its way as it moves forward. But here's the strange part. It's not the air in front of the ball that causes the problem. It's the lack of air behind it.
Has this ever happened to you? You're standing by the side of the road, trying to put your ball back into play, when suddenly a large truck goes whizzing by. As it passes, you get sucked backwards by a powerful gust of wind that blows dust and dirt into your face. What's happening is the shape of the truck is forcing the air to split into two paths. This creates a large wake of air at the back of the truck. The wake also produces a drop in air pressure right behind the truck, which acts like a vacuum. So the wind you feel as the truck passes by is air being sucked into this low pressure area. The same thing happens with a round ball in flight. The large wake created by the ball produces a low pressure area that sucks the ball backwards and slows it down. It's like attaching a parachute to the back of the ball.
So if you want to make an object more aerodynamic, you have to reduce the size of that low pressure area that forms behind it. And that's why so many fast-moving objects are shaped not like a ball, but like a teardrop.
And now you can see why. The sloping back end of the teardrop forces the air to stick to its surface for a longer period of time. This produces a much smaller wake behind the object, and that means less drag.
Now, I've already mentioned that unfortunately we can't change the shape of the golf ball. It has to stay round. But if we can't change its shape, then how can we reduce the drag on the ball? Well, that's where the dimples come in.
The job of the dimples is to disrupt the air flowing over the surface of the ball. It becomes turbulent, and this turbulence causes the air to cling to the ball longer before it breaks away. The result is a smaller wake and a lot less drag than a smooth ball.
Now, I suppose you're wondering just how much of an effect these dimples have on the distance a golf ball will travel. Well, suppose we were to take two identical golf balls, except one has a dimpled surface and one has a smooth surface.
First, you hit the dimpled ball.
and it travels 250 yards. Now you hit the smooth ball.
How far will it go?
250 yards? Nope. 225? No. 200? No. How about 175? No. Turns out a smooth ball would only travel about 125 yards. So putting dimples on a golf ball can reduce the drag so much that a dimpled ball will travel almost twice as far as a smooth ball. I believe this is my ball just a little bit ahead of yours. Okay, so how about closest to the hole for $1 from here?
You're on, my friend. You know how much I love to take your money.
Lead on, McDuff. So dimples on a golf ball give you more distance. But you know what I think most golfers really need? Is a golf ball that doesn't slice. Yeah, so you'll take my money, eh, Mike? Yeah, right. That's going to be a real tough one to beat.